Have a seat. No. Have a seat. You've been with us how long now? You and your daughter? About a week? Yeah. Listen, I told you that you were here on a probationary period after one of our scouting parties found you outside of our, for lack of a better term, compound. Yeah. Listen, you told me that the previous group you were with, they turned into religious fanatics, and you decided it would be a good idea to take your daughter and leave. Now, I didn't completely believe that story. No, don't get upset. But when you told me that you're an experienced nurse, well, I believed you. Because right now we have one doctor and we have two nurses, only one of whom has a ton of experience. And all three of them are, quite frankly, overworked. So when you mentioned that you used to be a nurse, well, I mean, that practically guaranteed you and your little girl membership into our group. But, yeah. Apparently, you lost something yesterday, didn't you? Mm-hmm. Well, Jasmine found it. She couldn't find you, so she brought it to me. Now I have to say, your notebook, or perhaps a better term would be journal or diary, yeah, it's in surprisingly good shape, at least the leather cover. Yeah, this is obviously something important to you. Oh, don't worry, I'll give this back to you a little later. Look, I'm done wasting my time with you. Yeah, I read your diary, or your journal, or your notebook, whatever the hell you want to call it. I don't care anymore. And during this past week, it became rather obvious to the doctor that you greatly exaggerated your skills as a nurse. In fact, so much so that our doctor is questioning whether or not you actually were a nurse, not even your experience level. And your little diary, journal, notebook, whatever the hell you want to call it, it confirmed it. Let's face it, you weren't a nurse with your previous group, and I seriously doubt you ever were one. Now I get it. You have a daughter to take care of. And obviously, when you meet up with a large group of individuals and you have an opportunity to join them, it's a good idea to tell them that you are someone of value. Nurses are valuable. Doctors are valuable. Engineers are valuable. Blacksmiths are valuable. I think you get where I'm going with this. Yeah. What you did with your previous group, yeah, that's not valuable. We don't need individuals like you. Well, let's face it, you're not a nurse. You don't have any other skills, but you're gorgeous. You have a very voluptuous body and a large chest. So, how is it that you manage to stay alive and to stay part of that other group? Let me guess. You had one thing going for you and you used it. Your body. I'm guessing you were in a relationship, maybe a genuine one, maybe a phony one, maybe it was genuine to whoever was the leader of your previous group. Yeah, you used him and you used your body in exchange for food, shelter, protection, and community for you and your daughter. Now, I can't blame you for doing that. I can't blame you at all. I'm guessing the leader, or perhaps another high-ranking individual of that group, maybe he got killed, no one else wanted you around, maybe he found out that you weren't actually in love with him, and he threw you out, you and your daughter. Is that what happened? Well, judging by your reaction, I'm guessing something along those lines happened. You found yourself an alpha male, and you decided to cozy up to him, to be with him, sleep with him, make him believe that you cared about him, made him love you. Is that it? And in exchange, he gave you all of those things and allowed you to survive with probably a lot of comfort tossed in. Am I right? No. Don't get upset. I get it. You did most of it for your daughter's sake. Again, I can't blame you. But you see, our particular community nearly got ripped apart several months back. Several long months back, probably over a year. I don't remember anymore, and I don't care. I mean, that whole situation with Eve and her sister, well, that's not any of your concern now, is it? No. Listen, people wanted me to be the leader of this community. People came to me and said, Adam, you've got to lead us. You're the best qualified. And unfortunately, looking around, yeah, I am the best qualified. I mean, unfortunately, we don't have a ton of military personnel with leadership skills. We don't have a ton of men with strong will who can be leader. Somehow I ended up with this freaking job, and they decided, okay, we're good, no more elections, Adam will take care of everything. Do you know what it's like being in charge? Yeah, it comes with certain perks, but I guarantee you, if I had known what it would be like, I wouldn't have taken the job. All the stress, the headaches, managing everyone's lives, trying to keep everyone alive, managing resources. I would have been happier being in the background, doing some work, earning my keep. I would have been so much happier in the freaking background ever since the world changed. You know what? I don't care anymore. Lost too many good people, lost too many friends. I've spent the last several months basically trying to court, trying to date a certain woman in our community, done favors for her, helped her out. And she's giving me nothing in return. Every now and then she says, thank you. Well, every single time I help her out, she says, thank you. All that means is she's polite. She can clearly tell that I'm interested in her. But, she strings me along. She pretends to be interested in me. But, I'll just come right out and say it. She never puts out, and I'm sick of it. Oh, did that shock you? Surprise you? Here's the thing. I don't like liars. You lied to me. You said you were a nurse. You weren't. You basically used your body to seduce a high-ranking man in the previous community you were with. And one day he found out that you were playing him, screwing him over, and not the good kind. And he kicked you and your daughter out of the community. Yeah. So you lost all of the things you had for you and your daughter. All that food, security, safe, comfortable, warm house, safe, comfortable, warm bed, safe community, a sense of community, a little bit of return to normalcy. You lost all of that. And then you found our community. And we told you you'd be a probationary member. And you lied and you said that you have a nursing background. You're not a nurse. And your little leather-bound book proves it. Yeah, I read it. Get upset with me. I don't care. Listen, a man has needs, and I am sick and tired of mine not being met. So, here's how it's going to work. You have literally two choices. One, you take your daughter, you take your backpack, you take all the stuff you came in here with, and you get the hell out. Oh, your daughter? Yeah, I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore. I don't. I haven't cared in quite a while. Trying to keep everyone alive. Everyone looking at me like I'm a failure, and then realizing, well, we can't do any better. Because I've had quite a few successes and only a few failures, but when I fail, people die, and I don't like living with that burden. And I want to forget that burden. And I'll just say it, I want to use your body in order to forget that burden. So, rather than pretending you care about me, pretending you love me, no. We're going to make a verbal contract, you and I. We are going to pretend to start a relationship with each other. In reality, it's a business partnership. Here's how it works. I let you stay here, you and your daughter, in our community. You get food, clean water, your own house, warm bed, warm house, tons of security to protect you from everyone and everything out there. Sense of community, clean clothing. You don't have to do much. All you have to do is sleep with me whenever the hell I tell you to. Yeah. Oh, other options? No, there aren't any. You lied to me. You lied to this community. You lied to our doctor. We need another nurse. We thought we found one. We didn't. Now I'm going to talk with the doctor, and I'll take care of things with the other nurses. Everything will be fine. No one's going to talk about you or anything like that. But you have one of two options. Sleep with me whenever the hell I tell you to. Or take your daughter, take your stuff, take your freaking journal or whatever the hell you want to call it, and get out. Don't ever come back. If any of our patrol squads see you, yeah, they're gonna gun you down. Oh. Now, don't worry about your daughter. We're not monsters. What? Oh, no, don't be freaking disgusting. No, I'm not interested in your daughter the way I'm interested in you. I might not be a hero, but I'm not a freaking pervert. And that's where the benefit comes in for you. I've got a couple of kinks, but they're mild. You should have no problem fulfilling them. And the usual things a woman does for a guy in the bedroom. Plain and simple. No, your daughter doesn't need to know. Why? Just tell her you're in a relationship with me. That's all. I'll make sure your daughter is treated well. You have my word on that. But you also have my word that I will kick you out along with your daughter, and you can be out there on your own as far as I care. So those are your options. Alone with your daughter out there, or safe, warm, comfortable in here in our community. And all you have to do is sleep with me whenever the hell I say so. Because I'm a man, I have needs, and I'm sick and tired of those needs not being met. You can meet those needs. What do you say? Just think about your daughter. That's what I thought. Good. Good. All right. I'll go smooth things over with the doctor and the nurses. And after breakfast, you stop by here and, just stop by here tomorrow after breakfast. I'll see you then.